The New York Rangers' decision to name JT Miller their captain is backfiring quickly, and fans of the Rangers cannot stop talking about it. You see, we've made a bunch of videos about former Vancouver Canuck JT Miller, a 100-point scorer and a current captain in the National Hockey League the entire season. We've been talking about this guy endlessly, and it's because Rangers fans cannot stop talking about him either. I'm just following the conversation, baby. Let's go out there and read why exactly it is we're talking about JT Miller one more time. It's partially because of a post made on the R Canucks subreddit. Take a look at this. It's posted by Seal Dodger 47, and it goes over one of the top posts in R Rangers the past 24 hours. It's a post that says this: I hate you, JT Miller, with 250 upvotes. Hey, I'll do you one better. Let's go out there and actually read the R Rangers post, I hate you, JT Miller, posted by Ant0914. You were supposed to change our culture and you do absolutely nothing as captain to stick up for your teammates. Igor Shesterkin will be lucky to make it another year or two without a career-ending injury. Shots after the whistle, hacks, and everyone just skates away like the cowards they are. The Rangers continue to be the easiest team in the league to play against. All 31 other teams know just to push them around, and there will be no consequences with our fake tough guy captain leading the way. Look at that, eh? I hate you, JT Miller. Let's go out there and read what Rangers fans have to say. The Rangers did better without Miller. They're 1-3 since his return. And they were outshot 50-18 in the game that they ended up winning. I have no idea why everyone was so hyped to get Miller. Like, adding an old athlete that is past his prime and well known for his problematic attitude was going to be a good thing? I wouldn't have traded a 7th-round pick for the guy. Another reply says, anybody expecting JT Miller, of all people, to change the culture of this team for the better were always fooling themselves. He did change the culture, though, from a bad team to an absolutely awful joke of a team. I think acquiring him was a mistake, but not nearly as bad of a mistake as giving him the C. He can play at times, but who in their right mind thinks that this guy is a leader? Word on the street was they originally traded him because he was such a negative attitude. Now, that was a pretty old word on the street. Yes, of course, we understand JT Miller was drafted by the Rangers back in 2011, but there were issues with him and Henrik Lundqvist, for example, a guy that you just don't touch in New York Rangers lore. Miller was a fine player for New York the first time, but then he got sent over to Tampa Bay, was decent in the playoff run, and then found himself on the third line in 2018-19. He gets sent over to Vancouver, immediately becomes a top-line producing forward, gets 100 points in 23-24, and the Canucks ultimately look like the good guys because they chose Miller over Bo Horvat. But oh, how the tide changes. Now the guy signed on till 2030, making $8 million a year. That's not, like, as bad as it used to be. I mean, the cap's gone up quite a lot, so I think $8 million is even priced out of the market even still. But just the fact that this guy is on for the long term, he is the captain of the Rangers, and you have posts like this going out there being posted about too. Take a look at this one. Hashtag Fire Sully. It's a text conversation that says this, that the Rangers' power play was on a 5-9 3-game heater, all from power play 1, before JT Miller came back and bumped off Gabriel Perreault. 4-1 record, 25 goals for. They're 13-3 since, and one of those came from a Perreault setup on power play 2. 0 power play points for JT Miller, 3 straight losses. Captain Jonathan Tanker Miller at our service. The New York Rangers in March with JT Miller were 1-3-1, outscored 23-15. Without JT Miller, they were 4-1. They outscored teams 25-13. JT Miller, since returning from the Olympics, has 7 games played, 0 goals, 1 even strength point, and the Rangers have been outscored 6-on-3 at 5v5. Top comment says Sully is fine. It's JT that's the issue. I was going to say the same thing. If Sullivan is playing Miller to justify Miller's presence, I'd just as soon get rid of Miller. We were doing fine with Sully and without Miller. That seems to be the problem. We traded for another team's headache and gave him the captaincy. Definitely. He's shown himself to be a lazy skater and a poor attitude mess. Terrible excuse for a team leader. It's not a coincidence we've quickly turned upside down again ever since Miller came back. And if Drury wants to be ruthless one last time, let him do it here. Let the guy go ASAP. In fact, keep Trocheck and give him the C. If anyone deserved it, it's him. And I think this is a stark reminder for all Rangers fans and Canucks fans alike that JT Miller was acquired by New York because he embodies the type of personality the Rangers wanted on their team. Oh, we want guys to be mean. We want guys to have that no BS attitude. Oh yeah, no BS means also no back-checking, doesn't it, right? There are some other posts. This was posted on BlueLineStation.com by Tom Ertz Jr. Mike Sullivan's comments on JT Miller's return are pure absurdity, conditioning, after a gold medal. There are excuses being made for JT Miller, and it's time for the captain to step aside. That's what this article is going out there and saying. It's a pretty good read. This was posted on the R Rangers subreddit as well. Sully on JT's return shut him down for the remainder of the season. Top comment here says, JT is a failure as a captain. He's a good player, maybe even great, but there's been no change in culture when he's on the ice. The overall product seems worse. Unfortunately, I think there has been a change in culture. It has gotten worse. Rangers fans are agreeing with the notion that JT Miller is a failure as a captain. My goodness. This is a guy that Rangers fans are totally piling on in the worst way possible, and I honestly cannot say I'm surprised. As a Vancouver Canucks fan who has gone out there and watched this dude for the past few years with all his issues, and with the productive seasons he had in Vancouver as well, it is crazy just to take a look at the way this guy's reputation has damaged itself to this extent with the New York Rangers. Fans are saying they should trade him away. Fans are saying they don't want him anymore. This is a guy who's been a horrible captain, and even worse on the ice. He doesn't make anyone on the team better. Another reply says, I'm a big Trocheck fan. I thought that Miller would be a great addition since him and Vinny have history. He's been such a disappointment. I know a lot of guys wanted to trade Trocheck and they hate how he talks to the media, but he's got heart and soul and he's always trying to make plays. JT is just a downer. Quite the opposite of what I was hoping for. At the end of the day, JT and Trocheck, they were gold medalists at the Olympics. JT even played really well. I'm not gonna lie, there were issues that USA fans had with JT Miller's deployment over guys like Clayton Keller and Kyle Connor, but it was a very specific kind of deployment. It was just penalty killing. And it worked. And they won the gold medal. And they didn't succumb a power play goal against, so obviously I'll give props for that. But JT Miller, when he's supposed to be the guy, the main guy, not just a penalty killer, but the everything all-at-once solution guy, oh boy, you're really setting yourself up for disappointment there. With that said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about Rangers fans hating on JT Miller? A failure of a captain, they said. Thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.